So I'm so excited to welcome you to our Father's House team and to share our team values with you. Today, our values are essential for working together in a team in Father's House. These are more than words and ideals. This really does shape our behavior and our attitudes as we do ministry and life together. So that is why our values matter. They shape our culture, they influence our decisions, and it defines how we interact with one another, our congregation, and our community. So, our first one is that we depend on the Spirit daily. We integrate prayer, scripture, and spiritual discernment into our leadership and decision making. Spiritual formation is an expectation for our staff and our leaders. It's not separate from our work, but it is part of our work and it's part of our private life. We expect all of our staff and leaders to be developing their personal, daily devotional life with God, be in the Word daily, prayer daily, using your spiritual gifts, really just having that outward fruit of a spirit-led and filled life. We practice transparent integrity. This means that we speak honestly, we admit when we make mistakes quickly, and we address conflict directly. We speak in gentleness and love. We want to encourage one another, but we don't want to avoid hard conversations just for the sake of avoiding hard conversations. We want to be authentic with one another. And really deal with the good and the bad so that our team can function in a healthy way. We collaborate around shared missions, so we align our efforts around common goals, church-wide vision, and we honor one another's contributions. We really do believe that we're better together. We don't prioritize one ministry over another ministry unless that's in line with the church-wide vision and everybody's on board with that. So we seek the Lord together, and there may be seasons where we focus on youth ministry or outreach ministry, and they receive more of our resources, but it's all in line with church vision, and we're all on the same page with that. We own our responsibilities and the outcomes. So we follow through on commitments. We steward our roles with diligence. We invite accountability. We want to be held accountable to what we say we're going to do as pastors, as much as we expect the rest of the team to follow through and do what they're going to say too. So our high standards are for everybody. And we believe that that protects both the mission of the church and the team. Number 5 is that we communicate with clarity and courage. We speak with candor and kindness. We listen actively and we clarify our expectations. We value your questions. As a new person to the team, you have insight that all of us have been blinded to just simply from being here for so long, or that's just the way we do things. And we value your input. So please ask, why do we do things the way we do? It helps us to really make sure we know why we do the things that the way that we do. And if we can't identify that, then we can take that back to the drawing board and seek the Lord together on what we should be doing and how we should be doing it. We steward excellence. We prepare thoughtfully, we execute carefully, we value competence alongside of calling. Being a ministry is a calling-based vocation. It's something that God has placed on each of our hearts to do, but it doesn't mean that excellence and quality of work is not valued. We value both. And so we want our work to reflect the significance of God's call on each of our lives. And lastly, we honor sustainable rhythms. We protect rest, we practice healthy boundaries, and we reject burnout as a badge of faithfulness. It happens too often in churches, and we're not willing to let it happen in ours. Longevity in ministry matters, even if it's not in this church for the rest of your life. If God has called you to a life of ministry, we want you to be healthy in that life of ministry, just as much as we want to be healthy in our life of ministry. Taking a Sabbath is a non-negotiable. We want you to take your days off. We want you to have vacation time. We want you to stay home if you're sick. We want you to have healthy, sustainable rhythms, and we will actively coach you to do that. So that's a brief introduction into what our team values are. They're more than words, it's our foundation, and living them builds trust, it defines our action, and it fuels a thriving team culture. So let's keep living our values every decision, every action, every day. Let's live in submission to the Lord and to one another and really strive for kingdom excellence.